Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a VK7201. It's a tier 10 German heavy tank. It's located on the south spawn of Ruinberg, and this one's under the command of Tiger of Tigers of Red Unicorns. 2 marks on the barrel. This is one of the top German tanks. In fact, it was a redesign of the Löwe along the lines of the Panzerkampfwagen 7. Now, Hitler was actually more interested in the mouse than he was in this project, and we think that this project probably didn't actually exist in terms of redesign, but it's a much better version than the Panzerkampfwagen 7, because instead of having those weak spots on the side, it actually has a lower plate which is weaker. And you can see he just got a bit of an assist there from the Object 277. And I think the 277 knows who's playing with him. Yep, one of the top players. And just watch as he farms the damage. It's a really tough tank. Very, very difficult to take down. Okay, well, we found the enemy, and he's side-scraping into a position so he can get shots. 15 centimeter gun, 750 alpha, and his first shot, 902 hit points on a Conqueror. Unfortunately, we've just lost the Wizzy 11114, but he's just put 744 hit points of hurt into a mouse, right between the lower plates, or in the lower plate. Now, reload is 15.23 seconds. Went for the turret of the mouse this time. He's bouncing rounds off the enemy. He's already bounced 1.3k of damage. The shells just ricochet off. Okay, Jaegeru, go for the lower plate. There we go. It's another high roll. 849. It's an impossibly tough tank, this one. And it's a reward tank for taking part in the Clan Wars. You have to be one of the top 3,000 players to get one. Not many people do have one. And another 798 hit points of an Object 430. This is a tier 10 game with tier 9 tanks in it. The 430 is a tier 9. But he's just waiting for the reload to finish, and then he'll do the same to somebody else. Oh, now finally got tracked by the T57 Heavy. But you see he's still bouncing rounds, and he's now bounced 2.6k of damage. And he's done just shy of 5,000 hit points of damage. And 769 there to a Conqueror. Pulls back after blocking the damage in return. I think the enemy suddenly realizes now they've got a bit of a problem. They can't take him down. They literally cannot take him down. Jaegeru's moved up and takes another round for 755. But he's regretting that now. He's now got up to 6.3k of damage. Jaegeru's coming closer. He thinks getting closer is the answer. Well, the Wizzy 11114 doesn't think so, because he was just the other side of the wreck, and now he's a smoking wreck himself. Okay, jockeying for position. Tiger of Tigers is the master of holding a corner. I just punched straight through the Jaegeru's frontal armor next to the gun. He's now considering the Conqueror for a moment. The Jaegeru is, well, he's 2-shot actually. Now, who's going to get the shell? Yeah, it's the Jaegeru, and he was at low enough hit points at that point where he can actually get through. And the first people to actually do damage is the Object 430, who's coming at him and shooting him in the side. It's the only way they can get through. They can't go frontally, so they're having to shoot him in the side to do it. And there goes the Conqueror. Now, I suspect the Object 430 doesn't want to come out from around that corner, because he knows if he does, Tiger of Tigers is going to take him too. He's now got 8.4k of damage. And there's a bit more from the M103, 747. The 430 comes around the corner. Oh, and he finally gets some damage through the front. He actually went for the lower plate and got 480 hit points from that one. Okay, that T57 Heavy keeps popping out. I think he's going to receive a round, but no, we're going for the M103. No, that one glanced off the side, I think, of the turret. The Object 430 is down. T-57 Heavy is out. There's only 4 enemies left. This is where it gets fun. Very fun. Who gets the most damage? Well, M103 gets a round in. Who's going to get the next round? He's got 10 rounds of heat still to play with. Is he going to go for the top of the M103? No, can't get through the mantlet that way. Pulls back. Reloading. T-57 Heavy pops out for a sec. The Tortoise wants to come by. Okay, he's going to have to move now because otherwise his teammates are going to start pushing him to go forward. And that's another load of hit points. Right through the front plate of the T-57 Heavy, who's locked in that position. But he is now starting to take a few bits of damage. And he's had to burn his repair kit. Going for the T-57 Heavy again. Goes for the corners of the turrets. Yep, 768. He's locked that guy in that position. Now 10.7k of damage. He's going to go for some more. He wants one more round in that T-57. Finish him off. Take him out of the game. And yep, that's it. And he's gone now. That's 11.4k of damage. There's only one enemy left. It's a Jaegeru. And he's only got 478 hit points of damage himself. Everybody's charging towards the Jaegeru. I don't think that Tiger of Tigers is going to get there first, no. And he's gone, so it's game over. What a game that was. Look at that. Only a few bits of damage on the side. He came out of that game with only 157 hit points. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's an ace tanker for Tiger of Tigers in the VK7201K. He managed a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 4, a fire for effect, and a shell proof. Out of the epic medals, or I think if you count the cool-headed as an epic, he got a cool-headed medal for blocking at least 10 ricochets or non-penetrating shots in a row from the enemy. A steel wall for blocking the most damage out of the game, and also a high caliber for doing the most damage in the game. And I think you'll agree that was a huge amount of damage for anyone. Let's have a look at the team scores. Top of the table, 11,418 hit points of damage in that one. The next highest scorer was the Progetto on his own team, the Progetto 65, who managed 3,748 hit points, which I think most people would be very pleased about in any battle. But when it's up against the 11,400, then that is a minuscule amount. The TVP managed 3,404, and after that, well, the high scorer on the enemy team was their Object 430. The guy who went round the corner and started shooting into the side of Tiger of Tigers. He got 2,683. Good luck to him in the future, because he actually had the right thinking. Go round and outflank Tiger of Tigers and try and shoot at his weak spot whilst he was engaged with all their tier 10 tanks, and it certainly worked for him. When it came to kills though in that battle, well, he shared the top with the Progetto 65, 4 kills apiece, and the Emil and the Udez got 2, so did the TVP. Nobody on the enemy team managed to get more than 1 kill. And when it came to base XP, again, Tiger of Tigers aced it with 1,413 hit points, or hit points XP. 981 went to the Progetto and 781 to the Udez. He fired 18 rounds, got 17 direct hits and 16 penetrations. So only one round went astray. And I think it might have been one that he was firing at the M103. He tried to go for the side of the turret, and I think he might have just missed it, and it sailed straight past the guy. 11,418 hit points of damage, and all of it was at close range. Received 26 hits from the enemy, 6 of which were penetrations. 2 of which, I think, or 3 of which actually went in through the side from the Object 430, and then the enemy started punching rounds in through the lower plate, and that seemed to work. But 20 rounds were non-penetrations, most of those from the tier 10 tanks who were firing at him directly. 7,390 hit points of damage blocked, 1 enemy vehicle spotted, 8 enemy vehicles damaged, 4 killed, and 249 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium count, he earned 93,824 credits from that game, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, he actually came away with a small loss of 15,380 credits. Now, the reason for that was he was firing mostly heat most of the time. Yes, wargaming is not 5%, it's a lot more than 5%. Yes, you have to fire heat at this level. If you expect to get those shells through the targets and you want to do this sort of damage, then yeah, you are going to have to use some premium rounds. You can't make a cake unless you break some eggs. And so he was breaking eggs on a major scale. 1,413 XP, 106 for this being a premium vehicle, a very rare premium vehicle. If you've got one of these, you must be a very good player indeed. 2,226 XP altogether. And he actually said damage farming mode engaged. Yes, it is damage farming mode. I mean, the thing is, it requires someone of his expertise to be able to move about the way he did whilst he was in between shots, to throw off the enemy shells, to make those shells careen off the sides of this vehicle. It really is a very effective tank, but it only becomes truly effective if the driver of the tank knows how to move about so that the enemy keeps bouncing shells off his hull. And it was working very, very nicely indeed. So well done, Tiger of Tigers. Great replay. Fun to watch and fun to commentate on as well. So if you enjoyed this video, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, hit that notification button, and thank you for watching.